What message does your church's architecture tell? I've seen probably two different prevailing design philosophies about what a church should look like. One would be the big cathedral with tall spires, stained glass windows that tell the message of the glory of God. Another is the philosophy of the form should follow the function, and so you end up building a church with big atriums, with classrooms, offices, a large sanctuary where a lot of people can gather, hear the word, and worship together. I feel both of these are fine, but what if there's another way that we can view what message the church's architecture is to the world? In the kind of skeptical world that we're living in, or as people grow more critical of the church and perhaps choose not to follow the church, I think the space of our building says less about God and more about us, where if we build a big building or a nice building, people don't see the beauty of God or the majesty of God, but rather they see the pride of humanity, and they see people wanting to create their own religion or their own sanctuary that they can feel comfortable in. I propose, what if our churches, the design, the architecture, what churches look like, would tell the story about who we are to the world that we want. So we would create spaces that show a broken people that are humbled, that are surrendered to an almighty God. So you'd have a space that is more nondescript or more simple, less presumptuous, less glorifying or less proud. And you'd have a space that is built to serve others. But then there'd be spaces within that space that show a devotion to God, where there is some sort of holy place where we do worship God, where He is lifted up. That's my thought. Let's create spaces that are more simple, that are more humble, that give off the impression that we are here to serve because we aren't anything special, but our God is.